Hello, this is Qing, and this is tutor monitoring system. And the team is Qing and Kaushik. The overview, so we use Angular, we use file-based authentication, and we use Firestore. And for what we have done is admin, we can add, edit, delete, and we can set schedule. So all those functions related with Cloud Firestore, which is a requirement for graduate students. And the calendar view, so we have calendar and weekly, monthly, and daily view, and we can sync data. So it's read from the Firestore, then update to the view. And more about Angular, so we use Angular calendar, and we also use an NG model. And here is the code. So this is the Angular project. So we have component. Excuse me. We have component. So this is student component, and this is user component, and we have a router, ng router, and this is demand HTML, and we have module. So we need to add everything through here. And for the users, so here is the user page. So you can see we have ng model, we have Angular Firestore. And here is the code to create a collection, which is to connect with Firestore and read all the user data. And I use ng model, which is part of Angular. So here is so there's an open add module, open edit module, and open delete module. And for I try to separate all the code, otherwise the component will be pretty long. And in here we have collection and save data to the database. And also the delete user, so the collection and delete. And here's the update user. And this one is set data to the database. And we have calendar component, which is a part of Angular. So Angular has event. And you can see we read those events from database, which is relative with a graduate student requirement. And here is the set event. And also the similarly student. So here is read data from database. And added user information, but user couldn't delete themselves. The student couldn't delete themselves. And here is the update function with database. And here is the live. So here's the student. So all the data is read from database. Yeah, the data is read from database. And also in student, so this time is from the database, and everything is a module. This is Angular module. And here's the user. You can add and edit and delete. Is part of all related with the database. So kind of user one plus 4 row student. Yeah, and you can edit to user 2. Yes, change to 2, and you can delete. and you can edit another one like tutor. See, tutor. Yep. Tutor. And here's this is the module. And you can save it. Those are all related with database. You can see right now 2% are working. Yep, 2% are here. And that's it. Thank you.
My part, what I did for this project is we for the authentication we used Firebase authentication, which allows the user. It's a Google product. Google.com, and we go. For this, we created authentication using Firebase authentication. So the thing is, we used two models. One is using email and password. The other one is Google sign-in. So, and for the backend, we used that for the backend, and we used Angular for our front end. So, which was in the services auth, and this is our auth services, which like we use Angular Storefire, Angular Fire Auth, and ng zone and ng module. So by using this, we use afauth.auth, sign in with email and password, which we give like email and password. So it uses to set the user with sign in, and for the sign up we use first name, last name, and role for sign up by using same AF auth, which is our Angular Fire auth, which is Angular Fire 2, which we used, and we also used RGX observables, and we also used Angular core. And for the sending verification of email, we used another method in send email verification, which makes very easy for Angular Fire or Angular to work and send verify email. And I don't know if that's same goes with the forgot password, and sending password reset mail is a method, and he's logged in is also a method which we use to check if the user is logged in or not. And the Google Auth is like very easy to implement Google Auth, and it returns with a new auth, new Google provider. And so yeah, this is our set user data, which helps the this .afs Angular Firestore .doc, which makes the use of Angular Firestore database. So this will keep the data in the Firestore database. Okay, but that's which is there are things that that this come on the top of my head, but I don't say or do them. So after login, we get it like this, and this will set up the IDs and passwords and stuff. Email Kegunda and false like first name, last name, and student, which was done by this. And this is the sign out, which removes the user. Okay, and so this is about the authentication part, and the same goes to create user with the sign up, which use ng module and auth guards, which is a really interesting part. So, and our user module is right here. Like this is how we take our user module, and the guards are like in the shared folder. This is the admin guard, which we use to restrict our authorization. This is our auth guard. This is secure inner pages. If we are logged in, we can't access the login and logout page, and this is a student card, and this is tutor card, and this all will be in the app routing module, so which we can activate admin guard and student guard. We can activate as user to use it, and can activate the secure pages. Like different pages have different modules, like so we have created like separate authorization guards for everything. And the app module, which is our main component, which is the brains for all of us, we used almost everything. So yeah, and for the student part, student component, this is our student component, which we added like user, if the user is this, and for the we also created the date format to the student for the appointment, right? So this is where we give it, and each student component or Angular has like two components or three. It matters see with CSS it's three, and that is the HTML file and the component.ts file. So here we use the observables and ng model. So this is my